Yo guys, what's up? Good evening. My name is Adam. I'm the co-founder of fecalls.com, and today I'm going to show you guys how exactly I was able to predictably scale my own final expense agency over the course of the last 6 months, and how you guys can do the same as well. I'm going to bring you into my call tracking software for a second here, just to show you guys some of the results that I personally got from taking these calls. As you guys can see, this covers the week of the May 5th to the May 9th. And this week, I took 18 calls, as you can see here below. And of these 18 calls, I sorted them by duration. That way you guys can see the calls that I actually closed. They were these 9 calls right here. Obviously, these calls up here that were shorter were calls that did not close, needless to say. It's how it goes sometimes. It's a numbers game. Not every call is going to close. But 50% is a closing percentage that I'm very happy with. But you guys can see those numbers here. And then I'm also going to bring you guys into my personal lead tracker. That way you guys can see the results of those 9 policies that I closed. I'm going to have to blur out some of this information just to make sure that the client's information stays confidential. But as you guys can see, these sales were all made between the 6th and the 9th of May. So these are all very recent. These 9 policies totaled up to an annual premium of $11,507.28. Now, keep in mind, the average annual premium for this week was almost $1,300. That's a good week. It's not going to be like that every single time. Normally, for most of these policies, the average annual premium is about $850 to $900. So, like I said, what can I say? It was a good week. The right people called in. Now, for starters, I've always believed that selling final expense should be as easy and straightforward as possible. And there's 2 ways of running an agency. You can either do it the old and hard way, or you can do it the new and easy way. Most agencies are set up what I call the old way, where the agents buy leads, they dial them, and they maybe make 3 to 5 sales per week. And honestly, in 2025, this just doesn't cut it anymore. My first full month selling final expense, I sold 63 policies for $54,000 in revenue. That's just a little under 3 per day. And what happens with a lot of agents using the old model is they work super hard, they make a ton of outbound dials, they get stressed out, they look for other opportunities, and eventually they churn. And a big part of this is because when agents are using the old model, 90% of their time is spent either dialing, talking to clients that aren't interested, or talking to clients that aren't even qualified. And with this old model of doing things, not only are the agents not making that much money, but the agency itself is leaving money on the table as well. Now, imagine if this was switched and the agents were spending 90% of their time speaking to qualified, interested prospects. Not only will the agents sell more, but the agency itself will also make more money, the agents will make more money, and they'll significantly reduce churn because their agents will be spending most of their time on money making activities. So instead of 3 to 5 policies per week, these agents could now start writing 3 to 5 policies per day. This is not only what I do in my own agency, but this is what me and my partner have done for dozens of other final expense agencies as well. And how do we do this? Well, we run what's called an inbound call model. And with the inbound call model, these clients are reaching out to you rather than you reaching out to them. So not only is the intent of the lead higher, but the quality is going to be a lot higher as well. Now, one thing that you got to understand is that a lot of these clients, it takes a lot of intent and motivation for them to actually dial in. And when they call in, they have not been thinking about this for a week, a month. Some of these people have been thinking about this for multiple months, if not years. Usually they've either had a friend or a family member pass away, and they know that this is something that they need to set up for themselves. So a lot of times when these people are calling in, they've already mentally made the decision that they want to purchase this. And what that means for you as an agency owner is that these clients are going to have, number one, higher premiums, but also number two, they're going to have lower chargeback rates as well. And not just that, but you as an agency owner will limit your risk buying inbound calls. And what do I mean by this? So when you buy an inbound call, your agents will have a buffer period. And what the buffer is, it's a small period of time, usually 90 to 120 seconds, that your agents will have to qualify that client to make sure that they are qualified and interested in what it is that you're selling. So in that first 90 seconds, your agents can ask them things like, are you over the age of 50? Do you have an active checkings or savings? Do you have any major medical issues? Things like that. And if the client is not qualified, your agents can hang up the phone and you don't have to pay for that call. This is exactly how all of the fastest growing final expense agencies are doing it. And that's kind of the cool thing about this industry is that life insurance has been around for 100 years. But the way that people do business is going to constantly evolve and grow. Now, if you made it this far, we're just about done, but we're not there quite yet. Because the reality is, not every single life insurance agency can apply this model. We only work with a very specific type of client. Number one is you must have a team and be willing to buy at least 10 calls per day per agent. You can buy more, you can buy a little bit less, but that's typically where we see the best results at. Number two, your agents must pick up the phone. This is the most important part. There are plenty of times where we can provide really good calls to you guys, but if your agents do not pick up the phone, those calls are going to waste and it's not going to work out. So your agents must pick up the phone. Number three, your agents must be willing to put forth the real effort to close these calls. Every lead is a good lead and every lead is a bad lead. You can either view it two ways. Number one, your agents can complain about the lead quality and say that they suck. Or number two, your agents can view every single person that's on the other end of the phone as somebody that has a real need and a real problem that they can solve. If your agents are the type that are going to complain about the lead quality, unfortunately, it's not going to work out. And then lastly, number four, our best clients are those that understand that this is a long-term, mutually beneficial relationship. We view everything as a partnership where we help each other get to where we need to go. So lastly, if you've made it this far, down below you can click on the link, and on that link you can book an appointment with me and my partner. We're going to ask you a few questions about your business to make sure that you guys are a good fit for us and that we're a good fit for you. And if you guys make it through that, we'll set everything up for you. That way you guys can hit the ground running as soon as possible. So like I said, that link is going to be at the bottom of this video. If you scroll down, click the link, schedule an appointment, and then we'll take it from there. All right, guys, have a good one, and I will see you on the other side.